Mindstone here, and today I'm going to be showing you new Druid cards, starting with Astral Communication, not the card you just saw. So, I think Astral Communication, the card's interesting, but, well, the thing is that you just got your hand, then it doesn't matter you have 10 minutes crystals. So, the turn you play it, it's going to be fucking horrible. Well, excuse me for cursing, I shouldn't have done that. But, well, there's one good thing, one kind of funny thing. In a previous video, I've been really mad at a card they reveal for being the absolutely most horrible card I've seen in such a long time, which was the Skeleton Knight. This card is making the Skeleton Knight viable. Why, you might ask? Because this card wants you to run a deck with big minions. Yes, and what Skeleton Knight want? He wants big minions. Skeleton Knight also wants you to run out of cards. And it's because that's what that mechanic, when you die, it might return to your hand. That's what that mechanic needs. It needs you to run out of cards. But Skeleton Knight, while it's just, you also need big minions. Astral Communication makes you run out of cards, and it gets a lot of big minions in your deck because you can have 10 mana. So, actually, it makes Skeleton Knight playable. So, if you make an Astral Communication deck, you can play Skeleton Knight in it, which is, it just makes Skeleton Knight okay. I guess it's not good, but it makes it okay. I want to play Skeleton Knight because I think it's so horrible. Well, and these two cards actually synergize pretty well. So, yeah, have fun with that. Then we've got our next. Oh wait, I just got a review. I'm gonna give it a rating. I'm gonna say 3 out of 10 here. Because you have to build a deck around it, and that deck is gonna get pretty unreliable. Because if you don't draw this, you're gonna be having a bad time. Then we've got Avianna, and well, Avianna is, well, she's an interesting card because she reduces the cost of all your minions to 1, which is, it's cool enough, but like the obvious combo is turn 10, play her, play a big minion. You get 2 big minions. It's cool enough, but that's not really making it. That's just not quite good enough, I think. But there's actually a bit of a cool combo. It's a really cool combo. That is Avianna Innovate into 3 big minions on turn 10. That's a cool combo, because then you really get some value out of this. Because she's gonna die the turn you play her. Like, your enemy's gonna sit with a fireball or a point or something. They're blowing everything to get this card out of the way, because it's going to demolish them if it stays on the board. And it only has 5 HP, so it's not a big problem to get away. If it had, like, Divine Shield, it'd be much harder to deal with. But it's a Druid card, and it's OP as fuck, so of course they can't give it Divine Shield. But yeah, I think the card's good, but anyway, it's like you're going to be having to sit on a lot of big minions and innovate to make this work, which is usually not very optimal to do in a deck. So I'm going to say that this card is probably not going to go in my decks. But it's cool. I'm going to say 5 out of 10 because it's alright. Like, you can play it, you can make cool combos with it. So yeah. Then we've got the aspirant, and well, this card is, well, interesting, I'd say, because you can like play this on turn 2, and if it's not removed and the enemy just plays a 2-drop into it, then you're gonna have 4 mana and you're gonna be massively ahead in that turn as long as it's alive. You might even sit on a spell break. You can silence it. You're gonna be a mana ahead, because if you silence this before it dies, you're not losing the mana crystal. So that's pretty good. And yeah, and if it just dies, then you're probably blue like a clear spell for it, which isn't really leading in a fairly bad situation, because, well, you got a clear spell for a 2-drop, which, like, it could be Frostbolt if you're playing versus Mage, which could be horribly annoying if you're trying to like attack with big minions. It's against freeze. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, but I think it's a really good card. I'm going to say 8 out of 10. It's really, really strong, I think. Then we've got the next card, which is Druid of the Saber. Druid of the Saber is, I don't know. It doesn't really like it does new things. It grants another 2-drop to the druid, but usually they just do wild growth there. So it's not really like they needed anything to do on turn 2. But it adds some cool kind of facility. It's a beast when it's transformed, which is actually pretty important because that really makes it into the beast druid deck. And it has some cool enough versatility, so that's cool, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about the card really, because yeah, but you can play it into the decks that's being played at the moment. Both aggro, like some aggro ramp druid, like if you play really small minions, try to do some savage draw, you could do that, and you could also play the beast druid, which is probably what you get to see it most. But it's not going to be game breaking in any of the decks because it's not having a big impact. It's just one of these like foot soldier minions you play out to constantly keep playing stuff out. It's not one of these minions that really win you the game by themselves. Or yeah. So I'm gonna say 5 out of 5 because ordinary grants some more things to the druid, some things they didn't have before, but it's not amazing. I'm not gonna say that. Next card, which is Knight of the Wild. This card's pretty cool actually, because he can't get big game 100, which is really big. Like it's a huge thing not getting big game 100, because this guy is going to come out for, I don't know, probably 4 mana or something. I think when you play like some beasts, and he's going to be pretty strong there. Like because 4 mana for 6/6 is good stats, pretty damn lovely stats. And you can even get them lower if you have to. But I don't know. Like the card's good, but it's not going to go anywhere else than Beast Druid. So, but it's definitely going to go in every Beast Druid deck you make, I believe. I would be pretty surprised if it didn't, because it's one of the few cards that actually trigger Bond Beasts, and that's pretty important. If not, then there's really no point in making a Beast Druid. Excuse me. But I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 because it's pretty powerful, and you can't get big in 100. Next card, Living Roots. This is just amazing. It's not like it is game breaking in any way, but it adds a really good solid card to the druid that can really help them. If they feel like, oh well, the enemy warlock dropped a flame imp into my face on turn 1, and I have no answers, I can not do anything. On turn 2 I have to wild growth, so that would make you eat, I don't know, 9 damage or something. This thing just grants you a way out of that. It grants you actually the turn 1 play that druids had a problem making usually, because they would have to run, I don't know, something chow or something, which is not that optimal for it. Well, now you can run Living Roots. Living Roots really benefit multiple decks, because also Token Druid likes the 2/1/1 saplings, and well, the 2 damage is like a Holy Smite or Arcane Shot, so we're just getting more of these. So that's totally fine, I'd say. And I just think it's a good card. It's solid, you have choices, that's what you want in Druid. Yeah, 7 out of 10 I'd say. And next card, Mulch. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right. Mulch? Oh, no. It doesn't matter. The card is actually pretty damn good, I think. Because what it does is that when you kill his minion, now you kill his minion with it, it's like naturalize. You can really make it like naturalize. We give him a random minion, which is, I don't think you see this minion. I haven't, of course, chosen it because I can't play with the cards before it's released. But it is most of the time going to give you garbage, because there's a lot of garbage cards in the game. Like the chance of giving him that Triumph Fondring is not very high. But there's a lot of small murlocs or target dummies or all that shit that you just don't want. So if he gets one of these, it's basically a pretty cheap assassinate, which I think some druid decks might really want. If not anything else, then it's just a cheaper recycle. Well, if it gets the same minion, which is pretty good. So, like, yeah, of course it will trigger stuff like, no, not recycle, sorry. It's a more expensive sap. Because recycles obviously to the deck, so you take something out of his hand. But yeah, it's a bit more expensive sap if he gets a evenly good or better minion. That's a bit more expensive. But in most cases you will use it late game. and he'll get some kind of shit, which he's not going to be able to play. So I think it's a really good card. I'm going to say 7 out of 10 because he could get that Triumph Vondrick, and that would be horrible, you know, because I hate Triumph Vondrick. We've got the next card, Savage Competent. This is probably the best Druid card really built. I just think it's stupid. Like, you can on pretty much play the turn 4 coin. I mean, hero power, you destroy something with that hero power. And like, it's going to be a really high priority to target this guy because he's going to be having a lot of presence. So you want to deal with him as quick as you even can, which is not always superly quickly because he's got 4 HP. It's some HP, not a lot, but it's some. And he'll hit you for 5 every time as well. So he's really a good aggressive minion, and yeah, I just think it makes the inspired Druid really good, which I think is pretty good because like Druid hero power is actually all right. It's not bad, and I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 because I really like this card. Then we got the next card, Wild Walker. I think that's how you pronounce it. Wild Walker, Walker. Yeah, doesn't matter. It's just for Beast Druid, really. Like, you can think that Templar thing, the 6/6/6 priest got, that gives another minion 3 health. This is that minion, bit smaller, but it only does it for priests. But like, there's the thing, when you have the same like battle cry or whatever is on the minion, but every stat is getting reduced evenly much. Like, if you take 1 cost, 1 health, 1 attack, then the stat on the like the property it has, effect, is going to get stronger because you're going to get it that cheaper. Because the mana is a cost of the health, the attack, and the effect together. So if you reduce everything but the effect, you're actually getting a cheaper effect overall. So it's that makes it really good. So it's actually better than that priest card, I'd say. If you can hit a beast with it, obviously. But yeah, that is all the Druid cards in this set. And I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I will see you in my next video.